Hey everybody, this is Pam and Sunny. Hello everybody, it's Sunny. We're here to tell you there's a big Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale going on at the Paper Outpost. Just wanted to let everybody know Mom's got the details. Stay tuned. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you very much. Okay, so the deals are you get 40% off your Vintage Digikits. That's right, 40% off. That's an awesome deal. If you've been thinking about maybe you'd want to get some that you can print and download at home, this is a grand time to do that. And it covers all of them. And there's 126 kits to pick from, all different themes. You can go through and pick as many as you want. They're like potato chips, it's just fine. And also, there's going to be a discount on the FUNDLEs, which are the 100 pieces of paper, unique old papers, antique papers, vintage papers, book pages, ledger pages, postcards, hand-dyed papers. It comes in a collection of 100 pieces, and I hard copy mail all that to you. And there's 10% off the print and mail service on my Vintage Digikits. Let's say you don't have a printer, but you don't want to miss out on a deal of some sort. Well, I can print those out and mail them to you. You get to pick from the 126 sets that are there. All I need you to do is send me your list of 10 Digikit names. It's a pack of 10. That's 50 pages total. There's 5 pages in a set. And I print and mail those directly to you. Just email your list to pam@thepaperoutpost.com or message me through Etsy with your list, and I would be happy to send that to you. And those are also 10% off. So there you go. Some awesome fun things to get your holidays rocking and rolling. And today we're going to do a very simple craft that it's a very simple no-sew journal. It's a lot of fun. And it's made of fabric and manila folder, and we're just going to have a lot of fun using up some stuff that we have around the house here that maybe you've been going through your crafting drawers and thinking, gee, you know, I haven't used this or I haven't used that. Well, grab some old clothes, grab some quilting squares, grab some material of any sort, and let's just make a cute little no-sew journal. These can be used as Christmas presents, stocking stuffers. You could hang a little thing and hang them from the tree. They would be so cute. And I have just literally gone through my scrap pile and picked out just some interesting papers that I have here that I thought might be fun to put in. And I love the torn look. Little torn pieces to me add character, but you make it any way you like. That's fine. There's braille, there's coffee dye, there's wrapping paper, there's book page, book leaflets. But let's make this little guy. It's a very interesting concept. And again, no-sew. So when you're going to do no-sew, you tend to rely heavily on either glue or staples. So let's kind of consider a way to make this. So this is a very simple construct. And I just used a piece of manila folder, and this is the flimsy quality from I think the Dollar Tree, so it's not super strong or anything, but it's strong enough when I'm going to add some fabric to it to make a nice little journal cover, because I'm also going to put a little piece of fabric on the back. So what I would suggest is let's work on the inside first, and let's just make our fold. What the size you want to know? Okay, this is approximately 4.5 by 7 3/4. This particular piece, it just happened to be the way I cut it. You can make these any size. Okay, so that was not pre-thought, and it really doesn't need to be pre-thought. So I'm just gonna, that's Holly. Hello, Holly, saying hello to everybody out there in junk journal world, paper loving land. Okay, now if I could do a straight line with my fold, that would be really awesome. But I'm going to come back in here with my bone folder and give it a nice crease. So we have a nice crease, and we already have the little booklet shape. Let's go ahead and put our piece in the center. And I'm just using, I believe this is this bed sheet, or is this like muslin linen, something from quilting? It could be. I'm not a quilter, but I did buy some quilting squares because I just really liked the material. And I just thought it'd be fun to play with. So I'm just kind of pseudo measuring here. No heavy measuring involved here. I'm just lining it up from the corners. Okay, I guess I already, this one just magically seems to fit the width. But then I'm looking at the length, and I'm kind of seeing pretty close to where make sure you're a little longer than what you need when you cut to do your tear. Cotton muslin is very friendly when it comes to tearing. So there you go. And you can pull some threads to get that little lovely ruffled edge we also love, or many of us love. But not necessary. If you don't want to do that, then I would recommend going bigger than your piece and doing the bed hospital corners around the back.
So that'll show on the front, but you're going to cover that, so that's okay, but that will cover this ridge entirely. But I'm going to just glue this down because this is a very simple project, and just having some fun here. So I'm going to grab it's the only thing I could find that was close, my my quilter square thingy. Probably has an official name, but this quilter square thingy is now going to be my glue mat at the moment. And I'm just going to glue this down. And what am I using? I'm using Scotch Create glue stick, permanent glue stick, and it's a good glue for light fabric projects. Now, it's going to dry fast, so you want to that's the thing about this project. We're going to have to move because we're depending on our glue for the strength. Make sure you get to the edges. That's important. All right, you can do this. It's easy and it's going to be fun. Okay, all right. And yeah, I turned around and I went into my little fabric drawer there of quilter squares. I totally forgot I had them. Okay, so we do our best to align, and then we place, and then we're going to, yes, you guessed it, we're going to smoosh. But let's get everybody in the corners first. And a couple of wrinkles, I think it just adds character. You know, at this point in life, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling myself. It adds character. Yeah, so there we go. And the inside is done. Boy, that was fast, right? Now, technically, you could do the same thing to the outside and you'd be done both sides, but we're going to take it up a little notch just for fun. And, okay, there we go. Now, you can glue a couple different ways to do the outside cover. But what I'm going to do is I took 5 little quilting squares, and they are right here. So I have one. I just randomly grabbed these kind of same color tones for 3, and then 2 contrasting because I wanted a little pop. But that was just me. You could do anything. You could do them all the same color too. That would be fine. But I'm just going to go ahead and line these all up, and I'm going to do 2 quick cuts with my fabric scissors. Okay, use me fabric scissors. These are Fiskar fabric scissors. I think they're long, which makes it easy to cut things. Okay, so I'm just going to do a cross. And I'm going to eyeball it. Now, oh, what size are these squares? Did you want to know? Yeah, these are the 3-inch by 3-inch quilting squares. And often you can find these in Hobby Lobby or Michael's and stuff like that, or buy them online. There's like zillions of things online. And just basically cut it once and then cut it again. These, they do not have to be exact. Pretty darn close is actually okay in this world with this project. Okay, I'm going to try and cut them all at once here. So I have 5, remember 5 individual sheets. Can I cut this one? Okay. Okay, there we go. So we have a nice little stack now. Let's go a little closer. So you're like way over there. What are you doing way over there? Okay. Whoa, yeah, you're a little close. Okay, back up a little bit, guys. There you go. All right, let's put you there. Yes, that's my computer. Okay, we're all living on the desktop here. Let's make sure everybody is oriented the right way. We are oriented the right way. Okay, let's straighten you out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is kind of the fun part. You can use a Scotch Create glue stick, or you can use Fabrifix, which is a clear silicone glue that works well fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. So this is fabric to paper. So since it's going to be the cover, I'm choosing Fabrifix because it's a little bit stronger, but you probably could get away with this, just saying. Okay, so I'm just going to go along and put the glue around. Because it's a small project, I think I'm okay putting all the glue down. Some might dry, I may have to reapply, but if you want to go in sections, you can do that. But if you move it, you'll only have to apply once, okay? All right, there we go. Now a little trick with the glue is getting to the edges important. If you use your finger as almost like a little paintbrush, where you go along and you push the glue to the edges. Whoops, that is going to bring your glue to the edges. Yes, imagine that. I know, right? Okay, I don't know what side is up or down, so it doesn't really matter with this pattern, but make sure you want to double check and make sure your ups are correct and your downs are correct and all that stuff. And now we're going to place. And this is kind of the fun part where you just get them, you just get to go along and just make sure you cover the manila. And remember, don't worry about being short or shy, but make sure that they are close to each other, but they don't actually have to touch, because we're going to run something in between them, which is going to cover any little areas that you didn't quite cover on your own. So let us just carry on here with the process. And it's okay if they're not perfectly lining up and matching and everything. That's all right. Here, let me put these so you can see them. Okay. And let go, let go. Okay. This is kind of fun. And you can feather them, but we're going to cover the connections, so don't get too worried about the connections. Just make sure you get them down and carry on. Okay, we're carrying on. We are carrying on. My goodness, all the carrying on that's going on around here, right? And there's really no, you know, whatever you want to do with the pattern is up to you. And if you're a little short, then just, you know, come on along and just put something there. Yeah. We'll put this guy. Maybe this guy. Yeah, okay. There we go. Up to the top. Okay. And now we carry on the next row. So this is going to be about a 3-rower. And you can stagger or you can go straight. Actually, I would recommend keep them aligned. It's going to be easier for this project because we're going to keep it simple. So keep them aligned. That's right, all aligned. Okay, let's see. Nope, we're going to have to go here. Okay, just coming along, placing these down. Okay. And you can mix them up any way you like. There's really no right or wrong because whatever you're going to put in the middle is going to give you some distinction. It's starting to get a little dry. This happened to me last time too, so I'm just going to come in here with some extra. But it will kind of reawaken the glue that's already there, so kind of know that. And again, you can use the Fabrifix if you would rather use, or sorry, you could use a glue stick instead, but it has to be a strong glue stick. None of those willy-nilly glue sticks that like really don't work. Yeah, that's not gonna cut the mustard. Okay, here we go. And all the little extra strings, they're just fine. Yes, they're just fine. Okay, there, you're stretching there. That's good. And then we have one more row. Put you there. We'll start. No, we got to stay aligned. Okay, no, we don't. Okay, let's follow. Like I'm trying to zigzag my pattern a little bit. No, not that one. This is the probably the most fun part is just like designing the pattern. It's just kind of cool. The way it all comes together on its own. It's just sort of neat. Yeah, it just sort of happens. And even if you're not really good at matching stuff, this kind of just works nicely. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, there we go. We're coming down the home stretch. Home stretching it. Are we off the grid? We are a little off the grid. Okay, so I think we can put a brown one here. Okay, give those a good little push. All right. So we already have that side done. We have this side done. Now I went ahead and folded it, but I think what I'm going to do to create simplicity here is I'm going to cut this off at the edge. And I think it's just going to make it easier to run the lines with whatever we're using inside. That means I'm going to have to readjust where I put this fold, which I can do. I can just go ahead and realign where I want this to fold because I'm feeling very strong today, and I'm just going to refold the spine in a different spot. There we go. It just happened. The glue stick and the glue or not the glue stick, but the Fabrifix kind of made the paper a little bit mushy, so you have time to reposition your squares. There we go. Okay, so let's put that down again. Now, if they're not tacked down perfectly, it's okay. Just give them a good hand iron press like that. And now we're just going to go ahead and let me see. Do I have enough of this stuff? Maybe we'll do it with the Rick Rack. Rick Rack is great to use, but you can also use trim. You can use torn bed sheet strips to make your lines. Totally up to you. But let's give this a go. Okay. So I'm going to use Rick Rack, and this is how I did it. It was very simple, and there's no sewing. No sewing, no sewing, no sewing. Okay. I used my glue stick. Yes, I used my Scotch Create glue stick, and this is what I did. Okay, where are we going here? Oh no, here we go. Okay, there we are. Are you back? Yeah, you never left. Okay, good. Whew. All right, I hit the wrong button. Okay, don't do that, Pam. Okay, so thumb maneuver. Here we go. We're going to go 1, 2. Okay, we'll do those two first. And I'm just going to run this across with my thumb to get lots of gluey glue stick on it. Does use up a bit of glue stick, but you know, that's what it's for. We're here to play, right? We're using up what we have because no container ships are coming in, so just get in there and ferret around and find out what you got, and let's have some fun with it. Okay, I'm just going to trim that off and give that little push. That's going to help anchor down all those little squares, and see how it causes a divot in the glue stick? Now you can go the other way. Yeah, oh, that's fancy, isn't it? Okay, here we go. That's long enough, Pam. Okay. It doesn't matter if you go farther because you're still going to use that up. Okay. Push. And you can always come and trim these later. It's all right. Just make sure they have enough glue to stick them down. Get them all good and sticky. It's a sticky project. I kid you not. There's a stickness to this. And we're also going to do, now we're going to do these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's grab that. So if you're one of these folks like me who has a bunch of these quilting squares hanging around, or maybe you're going to grab an old t-shirt or an old shirt or something like that from the closet, this is a good time to do that because you can make a cute little fabric cover very easily, no sew, and it's just adorbs. It's just totally adorbs. Okay, here we go. It comes together pretty fast. I mean, we're 15 minutes in and we're pretty much almost done here. And I bet you've got the supplies. If you really looked, I mean, go in there and have a good old dig around. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and it's important to lighten up. We're coming to the end of the year and we want to start the year fresh. And we want to feel good about the purchases that we made. And so let's use our stuff. Let's use our stuff up. And if you don't have stuff, go borrow some stuff from Sally next door. She's got way too much stuff. Who are we kidding? She needs to unload. Talk her out of her craft supplies. You're in there, Sally, I'll help you clean out your craft closet if I can have half of it. There you go. You're in business. That's how businesses are started. Yep. Okay, here we go. And see how now I've got a little white showing there, but it magically will just disappear because I'm covering it. That's right. So the perfection part, whoop, now it all came off. The perfection part, you can throw that right out the window. This is just fun. This is just fun. And it's amazing that it looks great even without perfection. So there you go. I want you to have fun with your stuff and your supplies. And so you can just have a good smile every once in a while. You know, we all need that. Just a good smile where things are, okay, I've got too much glue on my hands. Okay, so this is where it's really important to have a wet wipe handy. A wet wipe. Yeah, something that you can get the glue off your fingers because as yep, see, that's what happens. Okay, maybe I have it backwards. Let me just re-glue. Sometimes it takes a re-glue. Yep, that's what happens. Okay, all right, here we go. I'm telling you how, that always happens when I start telling you how easy it is. Something goes amok. It's just the way it is. Yeah, keep the back of the hand clean too because you'll need that for hand ironing. And there we go. So now we're going to do the border. And so that will help finish our border off. And you'll find that as it dries a little bit, it's easier to push down again. Okay, I think I'm going to have enough. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. I need to elevate my glue stick a little more. It is a messy process. Okay, I need to wipe my fingers off because this can get a little sticky, you know what I mean? But if you have like just a wet washcloth, you know what I mean, that'll work. You don't have to have baby wipes and all that, but sometimes they're just nice to, they're handy because they're there and you don't have to go get them, you know what I mean? Yeah. Gosh forbid we have to go get something. Oh, yeah. It's just so much more convenient when it's right there. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be the long one this way. There we go. And I bring it right to the edge. Yeah, put it right to the edge. Put it down. We can do final presses later. You can use the scissors to help remove. There we go. Okay. The last little bit. And then we're going to go. All right. So I hope you're having fun today. Hope there's love and laughter and joy in your heart. And you're looking forward to spending good quality time with good quality people. And you're gonna eat way too much and laugh way too hard. But it's all going to be okay. Yeah, it is. Here we go. All right. And if you're by yourself, you're just going to have a good time anyway. How about that? Yeah. Fun is not dependent on other people. No. I want you to embrace the fact that fun is our responsibility. It's our responsibility to ourselves to make sure we have a good time no matter what we're doing. So there you go. Okay. For those who are not in America, then just have a nice weekend. Have a good time. Kick back, enjoy yourselves, and celebrate whatever it is that you're happy about. Yeah, how about that? Okay. All right, there we just need this one. And putting that there. Yep, Okay, and you can, this glue has a little bit of forgiveness. Like if you didn't quite get it in the right spot, you can rearrange it. You've got a few minutes, and you can peel it off if you need to redo it. That's okay, yeah. And the clean fingers, I mean, telling you, that's the ticket. You wanna have those clean fingers. My wet nap is getting a little dry. You know what I mean? Okay, let me get my, here we go. Okay, I'm going to squirt my wet nap to just reactivate it a little bit. There, all's well again. It's like a brand new wet nap. Okay, got most of the glue off. And the last piece. Okay, here we go. Hip, 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 hip. Okay, there we go. Oh, such a sticky glue bottle. And the scissors are sticky. Everything is sticky. It's a very sticky project, yes. But when we're not sewing, we glue or staple. Well, there's probably other things we could do too, like macrame or something, but at least that's all I can think about at the moment. Okay. All right, there we go. So, hey, let's take a look. What did we get? Well, let's trim our little edges. Okay, it's looking really cute already. See, it's not sticky. It's sticky. All right, stay. All right, get the glue off everything. Let's just, okay, this will stick because it's got enough glue on it. I just have to get it to sit down. All right, here we go. Okay, and that little area. Okay. Everybody else, good? Good for the, yep, we're good for the gasket here. Whatever that means. Okay, all right, okay. Okay. I wonder if I could use a wet nap. Oh, there we go. Here's the ticket. That's what you do. You come along with your little wet nap thing and you push with that because it's not going to stick to that. Oh, look at the power we have now. Oh, we can go places and do things. Yes. I got power. Yeah. Feeling very funky. Yep. Anybody remember that song, Funky Town? Yeah. That was a fun song. Okay. Good. Yeah, I think everything's fine. We can like do fuss at the end, but there we go. That's the cover, and this is what it's going to look like. That's just cute, isn't it? Look at this, all fell apart. I don't have enough glue. How could that be? Is there not enough glue? There's not enough glue. You just get there and you re-glue it. Yeah, there's probably just not enough glue. And if I'm feeling like something is just not sticking no matter what, I would come back in with the Fabrifix and just give it the old Fabrifix one and done. Yeah. There we go. You have to get down. Okay. That's the way it goes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta go back in. Oh, what's it up? No, did I not put enough glue? Or did I wet it now? No, I just didn't push hard enough. Okay, yeah, and it does grab with time. Okay, let me see. Okay, see, this is like all stuck. There's no problem here. Same process. Okay, it's just, it's still very wet. Okay, so now let's just, that's the cover. That's pretty much it. So what I did was I dove into my scrap box trunk and I pulled out random scraps, and now I'm just going to assemble some very easy to make signatures. So let me just back you out a little bit so you can see this process if you want to see how to make signatures fast that fit fast. Okay, so here we have this. It's just some weird paper from a book. I'm just going to fold everything either into halves or quarters. And I'm going to keep the folded side here and at the top if I have folds. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't fit yet. I know. That's okay though. Just leave that there. Now I have some white paper. Oh my gosh, imagine that. I've got white paper. All right. Now you can do the same thing. You can either do half or you can fold it if you want to fold it. So I'm going to fold this one. Yes, this one's going to be smaller, but I want some stagger. So the fold at the top and the fold on this side, we're just going to make sure we carry on with that process. I've got some old map here. This is kind of cool. I think I'm just going to fold this in half once. That might look cool in there. What else have I got? Here is some, this looks like some fancy wallpaper or something. We'll try putting that in there, see how that goes. Got to use up the pretties, right? Here's an old torn book page. This is really cool. I like this. I don't know what it's from, but I think it's neat. And so I'm going to put it in there. Here's another book page. Just some random book page. See, looks like a grammar book page. And here's another white piece. So this is more like a little fun little lookbook, little just like here's an old. This is how intense the avocado dye can actually get when you put in maybe too many avocados. That would be me. So I'm going to take this stuff that's like that. Maybe this can go. But this stuff I kind of like to use as pages. Yeah, is it something about the tornness of it actually looks kind of cool in there. So why fight the torn? Got to embrace the torn, everybody. Okay, here's a big one. So I'm going to take that one and fold and fold. Now I know I've got it right when I have a spine and double spines. Okay, double spines at the top, single spine on the left. Here's an old magazine page. This is kind of cool. All right. Sacrifice it? Yeah, you're going in. You're going in. All right. Do I have 2 pages there? Feels like it. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so, oh, no, it's upside down. No, no, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Figure it out later. And I did figure it out later on a little trick there. I'll show you. Okay, so double spines at the top, single spine on the side. And you actually do need a few to fill up a little book. So it's a little journal, so make sure you get enough paper in there. It doesn't have to be, I mean, is it going to be a standalone little journal, or is it going to be something that slips in a bigger journal? I think this one's going to be chunky enough on its own to stand alone. Okay, so we need the doubles at the top. We need the single on the left. And we're rocking. And we're rolling. Another book page. Now don't worry about the upsy-downsy land of it all. Like, are my pictures oriented right? No, we haven't come to that decision-making process yet. Doubles on the top, single on the right. Here's a green ink dyed paper. And it's perfectly fine to use food color to dye your paper. You're going to get some really amazing colors, and you can mix and match those. Not very expensive. Double on the top, single on the spine. And let's check for fatness. Checking for fatness. That feels pretty fat, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. Here's the trick. Okay, you want to take all your doubles and you want to bring them all to the top, okay? Especially of your longer ones. If they're really shorty ones, you don't have to do it with them because they'll hide inside nicely. But bring all your, okay, this is a single, so we're just going to bring him to the top too because he's long. This is a double, okay? He's coming to the top as well. Okay, and a double. Okay, now I might be getting a little thick here. What I want to do is don't cut the single spine. You need that. Come across the top and cut all the doubles off. Okay, I'm over here at my guillotine. I'm holding these together as one, and I'm cutting the north end, the doubles, off. Okay, I did it. I'm back. I just cut the top off. It didn't actually cut straight, but you know, that's okay. I could have paper clipped it, which would have been highly advantageous. I didn't do it. That's okay, because there's going to be minimal adjustment here. Just put this aside as your one section. We're going to just keep building these. Okay, these are going to sit inside nicely, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, just putting all these in. Haven't even cut that one yet. Okay, oh, the map, that looks kind of cool. And the white one, put the double, oh, that's what's that? Yeah, the double at the top. If there's a double, put the double at the top. Is there a double? Yep, and the spine on the left. And this guy, you gotta be open. Okay. And then we make sure they're all at the north. We have to cut all the doubles off, that's the point. If you have singles that are lower, that's okay. But if there's a double, it has to go to the north, so you can come along and trim that off. So that's what I'm over here. That's what I'm doing. I'm over at the guillotine, trimming. Oh, that cut easily. That was nice. Okay, so now I want this to be married. Oh, this I did all together. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on, and I'm going to line them all at the top. Now is your opportunity to turn these around. See, this was upside down, but now I can go like that and get them righted. So you have that amazing opportunity at this point to do that. Now this is going to get pretty fat, so you're going to want to remember when you're cutting these to maybe cut them in like sections, or use a craft knife because you can go through more. Maybe we'll use a craft knife on this one. Orienting my writing to go up. Okay, putting everybody at the north. So we're pretty fat already. I don't know if I need all the rest of this. Okay, we may just put you over there. Maybe we'll put this one, last one. No, I think it looks actually better with the cream. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so now let's just take a quick note. Here's where you get to decide how wide you want your little book to be. Now, I think I used a fingernail to use an indent, but I'm going to use a marker so you can see. When you place your book inside, you want to bring it down. Oh, you're way too far away. Let me bring you in closer. Oh, yeah, okay. You want to maybe drop it down about 1/4 inch, okay? Find out where your spine is, nestle it in, and then decide where you want this to be. So I would say about there, and here I would say maybe about 1/4 inch up, so about there. Okay, so now I know where my cuts are going to be. I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second. I'm going to come in with my handy dandy craft knife, and I'm just going to cut that. You can also cut this on your guillotine if you want. There's many ways to cut paper. To pick your favorite. You could actually tear these as well, but I think I am going to cut it with this. I think it'll be easier. And there we go. Okay. There. When you have a really thick stack, sometimes it's easier if you don't have a big super cutter or something to go through with a craft knife and a blade. Keeps everybody aligned. Oh, look at that. I cut off the bottom and I have no idea where my other little mark is. So I'm coming back over here. I'm just going to remeasure quickly. What happens? It happens. With the marker and the pen. I'm going to say I want it about there, I would say. There we go. And you can make a couple marks on it if you want. Keep everybody north. Okay. And then lay that down. Maybe this is totally not straight, but that's okay. We're going to be all right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Definitely not straight, but I'm going to see if we can, if it fits inside. Yes, it all fits inside. So we are good. So now, how do we get this in the book? You could totally do just needle and poke it through, but it's a little bit thick. So I'm going to get the old, our old friend, Crocodile 2 Big Bite. And I'm just going to find the middle. Now it's probably a good idea to grab a paper clip or something to just hold this together while you do the punch. It doesn't run around on you. Make sure it's all in the center. Everybody's aligned. Okay, now where's our crocodile? I'm using the middle one, which is 1/8. You can see that. And I'm going to put 3 holes. I'm not really being exact where I put them, but I like north, middle, south is fine with me. And I am there, done that. Okay, so now I'm keeping that. I'm just going to sew this together with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I think this time, just for fun, I'm going to use, what colors do I have here? Brown. Okay, so I'm going to use some brown and some blue. Might be nice. And where did my needle go? Oh, Lord. Where are you? Okay, I'm gonna find, okay, found it. Oh, did I? Yep, I did. Oh, okay, so I'm going to use some embroidery thread on this one. And checking for integrity. And I'm going to use 2 colors. And I'm using a big-eyed pointed needle. It has a little sharp end in case I have to go through some paper or fabric. As opposed to my blunt end one. You could do it with the blunt end one, but this one just gives me a little extra power. And I'm going to do the force through method. There, they're both through. I forced them. And 3 times the height. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then it's okay to cut. I have so much. Look at the thread stuck to this. Oh, Lord. This is what happens when you work with gluey fingers. And I'm not the queen of that. My God. All right, here we go. But that's half the fun, isn't it? Getting all gluey, and you're like, you come out at the end and you've got, you know, paper and feathers stuck to your head, but you had a great time, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, just having fun. Here, making, okay, through the middle, okay, pamphlet stitch, through the north end from the back, through the bottom, the south end, from the inside, okay, and then through the middle again. All right, now what you want to do is not do that. I went through a thread, see? Back it out and free yourself from splitting a string like that. You don't want to do that. This is going to cause mayhem. But you're going to have It's always interesting when you have multiple colors going on here. Okay, so there's another situation like that going on here, and I'm going to now come in and save the day by pulling this apart. This is the deep, dark side of crafting nobody shows you when it all goes wrong. No, it's not all going wrong. This is just stuff that happens, and it's good to see your way out of that. Okay, I just tore it all apart. But basically, you want your threads nicely separated, and mine are not. Mine are not. That's the way it goes. Okay, let me see if I can zoom you in so you can really see what's going on. Oh, that was the other way. Boop. Okay, there we go. So can you see that little issue I have right there? The brown thread has threaded itself through itself. No, it didn't. I did it because I wasn't watching. So I'm going to retract there. You're out. Now we are free and all is good. So I want the bridge of 2. I have this. This is I calling the bridge. I want a blue and a brown going one way under it, and then a blue and a brown going the other way. And then I can pull snug, not tearing. Okay. Snug, not tearing. Tie. That's like the angel's wings wrap around the bridge there. Left over right, then right over left. It's a little tricky with gluey fingers and 2 threads, but you can do it. And then maybe one more for good measure. And then we are pretty much home free. We are like sailing the seas. Yeah, we're going to trim that off. We have made a journal. Life is grand. We can take this off. Now we have to be careful because it will pull off what you made. So be careful of that. And let's glue that down. That will grab. It just has to dry. So this is a very wet, sticky project, but it is really cute and cool when you're all done. And you can kind of come in and rearrange these little guys to make them all perfect in the end. And there you go. So I hope you had fun. And don't forget, we're having the big Black Friday sale through Cyber Monday at the Paper Outpost. 40% off Vintage Digikits, the printable downloads, and 10% off the FUNDLEs, and 10% off the print and mail service for the Digikits if you don't have a printer. So there you go. It runs Friday, all day Friday, through Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And let's trim that. And what else? What else can I tell you? Well, I can tell you I have videos that come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I have a Facebook group. Come and join the Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there, doing weekly and monthly challenges. And I love seeing what you guys make from these videos. And I have a free monthly emailed newsletter where you get a free digital image emailed to you. Hey, that's even better than 40% off. Free digital image emailed to you every month. And you get all sorts of other fun stuff, updates, junk journal tips, note from the bookmaker, checklist of supplies, you name it, it's in there. And I have an Amazon shop where you can find favorite tools and supplies if you're looking for any of those. You're going to find links to them there. I also have an Etsy shop where you can find the Vintage Digikits. And you can also find FUNDLEs, and sometimes I'll just pop things for sale in there, or I will announce and do social media splashes about maybe a journal or a bundle or something that's coming. So you might want to just take a peek every once in a while. You just never know what you're going to find. And you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And all my links are down the video on the PC anyway, in the drop-down description box. And if you find value here, please like, subscribe, and share. And click the bell. And remember, well, you want to take it from here, Sunny Bunny? Okay, Mom, I'm coming. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm a little sleepy, but I am sleepy and excited. Okay, this is the part where I say, fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. Have fun out there. Yay. Okay, that was awesome, babe. Yep, I got it, Mom. Okay, he's learning. He's learning to work in the shop early. Yes, as a young pup. But anyway, these are fun. These are cute. I mean, who wouldn't just love to get one of these, put it in the mail and something like that, and they will seal well. Just make sure that you use a good quality glue. And again, I'm using Fabrifix or Scotch Crate glue stick, but whatever you have on hand, try it. I mean, it just might work. And if not, maybe it's time to get that sewing machine out. Okay, love you all. Take care. Have a very happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.